Alex Eala guns for QF spot at Indian Wells. What happens when a rising star faces a rising star too? Filipina tennis sensation Alex Eala will face world number 14 Linda Noskova of the Czech Republic in the fourth round of the 2026 Indian Wells Open on Wednesday at the Indian Wells Tennis Garden in California. Eala's run at the Indian Wells has so far been a mix of hard work and undeniably a little bit of luck. She first received a first-round bye, as she is one of the top 32 seeded players in the tournament. She opened her Indian Wells campaign with a hard-fought win over Diana Yastremska of Ukraine in the round of 64. The world number 32 Eala faced world number 4 Coco Gauff of the United States in the round of 32. Eala advanced to the next round as Gauff retired with an arm injury last Monday. The score was 6-2, 2-0 in favor of Eala when Gauff opted to retire. I really didn't want to win this way. But this is still a really big moment for me, to be able to play in Stadium 1 of Indian Wells, and against such a great competitor, Eala said after a win against Gauff. Now facing the 21-year-old Czech in the 16th round, the 20-year-old Filipina needs to dig deeper this time. I think I've gained certain experience over the years to handle these high-pressure situations. It's taken up a notch when you're playing against big players and playing in big courts, she said. So it's a learning experience for me. What I try to do is just focus on the next thing that I have to do, she added. Noskova is a WTA 500 champion, emerging victorious in the 2024 Monterrey Open against Lulu Sun. She peaked and reached a career high of world number 12 last January 2026 after reaching her first WTA 1000 final at the 2025 China Open. When she was 17 years old, she became the youngest player to barge into the 100 at that time, surpassing Gauff's mark. If Eala pulls an upset against Noskova, it would likely push her into the top 25 of the world rankings for the first time. But if the results go the other way around, Noskova will reclaim her career best of world number 12. The left-handed Eala must stop the raw baseline and flat-hitting sharp attacks of Noskova. Alex Eala guns for QF spot at Indian Wells. Under the blazing desert sun of California, a young tennis star from the Philippines is quietly rewriting history. At just 20 years old, Alex Eala has surged into the spotlight at the prestigious BNP Paribas Open in Indian Wells, capturing the imagination of tennis fans around the world. With fearless strokes, composure beyond her years, and a growing belief in her own ability, Eala now stands just one win away from a coveted quarterfinal berth. A breakthrough moment. Eala's journey into the round of 16 at Indian Wells marks a defining moment in her young career. The Filipino left-hander advanced after a dramatic third-round match against world number 4 Coco Gauff ended unexpectedly due to injury. At the time of the retirement, Eala had already taken control of the match, leading 6-2, 2-0 before Gauff was forced to withdraw with severe arm pain. While the circumstances of the victory were unfortunate, Eala had been playing with remarkable confidence, dictating rallies and keeping the American star under constant pressure. The result propelled her into the fourth round, making her the first Filipina to reach this stage of the tournament. For Eala, the moment was bittersweet. She expressed empathy for her injured opponent and praised Gauff as a role model, showing the sportsmanship that has become a hallmark of her character. A rising star from the Philippines. Born in Quezon City, Eala has long been regarded as one of the brightest prospects in Asian tennis. Turning professional in 2020, she steadily climbed the rankings with impressive victories against higher-ranked opponents. By early 2026, she had reached a career-high world ranking of number 31, the highest ever for a Filipina in the WTA rankings. Her rise has not been accidental. Years of training, international competition, and relentless discipline have shaped a player capable of challenging the sport's elite. Known for her aggressive baseline game and strong two-handed backhand, Eala thrives in fast-paced rallies and shows remarkable tactical maturity. Indian Wells, often called the fifth Grand Slam, has provided the perfect stage for her breakthrough. Momentum in the desert. Confidence is everything in tennis, and Eala currently has it in abundance. Throughout the tournament, she has displayed a level of composure that belies her age. Against Gauff, she returned serve with precision and attacked early in rallies, preventing the American from settling into her rhythm. The first set was particularly dominant, with Eala breaking serve multiple times to take control. Even before the match ended, observers noted that the Filipino star looked comfortable on one of tennis's biggest stages. Her movement was sharp, her shot selection fearless, and her mental focus unwavering. With each round, the belief grows stronger, not only within Eala herself but among fans watching from across the globe. Next challenge, Linda Noskova. Standing between Eala and the quarterfinals is another rising star, Linda Noskova of the Czech Republic. Noskova, the tournament's 14th seed, represents a formidable challenge. Known for her powerful ground strokes and aggressive serve, the Czech player has already proven she can handle high-pressure matches on the WTA Tour. The upcoming clash promises to be a fascinating duel between two of tennis's brightest young talents. For Eala, the key will be maintaining the attacking style that brought her success earlier in the tournament. If she can neutralize Noskova's power and extend rallies, she may once again tilt the match in her favor. Carrying a nation's hopes. Eala's run at Indian Wells has resonated far beyond the tennis court. In the Philippines, fans have followed every match with excitement, often staying awake through the night to watch their young star compete. For a country with limited representation in global tennis, Eala's success symbolizes possibility. She is not only competing for personal achievement but also inspiring a new generation of Filipino athletes. Eala herself has acknowledged this responsibility. She has often spoken about how much it means to represent her country on the international stage and to show that Filipino players can compete with the best in the world. A new era for women's tennis. What makes this moment even more exciting is the generational shift happening in women's tennis. Players like Eala, Noskova, and Goff are part of a wave of young athletes reshaping the sport. They bring fearless aggression, athleticism, and fresh rivalries that promise to define the next decade of the WTA Tour. Eala's rise fits perfectly within this narrative. Each victory strengthens her reputation as one of the tour's emerging stars. And at Indian Wells, she has shown that she is ready to challenge established names. Composure beyond her years. Perhaps the most impressive aspect of Eala's performance is her calm demeanor. In a sport where pressure can overwhelm even experienced players, she appears remarkably steady. After her victory over Goff, Eala spoke not about the result but about gratitude, thanking her supporters, acknowledging the women who paved the way in tennis, and expressing hope for her opponent's recovery. Such maturity reflects the mindset of a champion in the making. One match from history. Now the stage is set. If Eala defeats Noskova, she will reach the quarterfinals of one of the biggest tournaments outside the Grand Slams, a milestone that